Okay, so on today's episode of Our Crappy Kitchen, we're making pizza. Now, the dough recipe I give you guys, I would normally make 2 pizzas out of it. You can make decent sized pizza. But what we're really doing is we're trying out 3 different cheeses that we have. The Daiya cheeses, and yes, it's pronounced Daiya. I have it on good authority. Has 2 different kinds. Most people don't realize this. There's your traditional Daiya, the way it used to always be in the new cutting board, is what they call it, cutting board version. And this cheese that I got, it's a dairy-free vegan cheese that we picked up at Aldi. I've used it before, I like it. Right now, I've split my dough and I'm letting the dough rise, the 3 balls, I'm letting them rise. Once they've risen, I'll roll them out. That's our oven preheating. We've got our pizza stones in the oven. If you're using a pizza stone to make a pizza, I really do suggest that, not even suggest, the instructions tell you, put the pizza stone in the oven and then turn the oven on to preheat. If you put a cold pizza stone in the oven, in a hot oven, it could crack the pizza stone, as can a wet pizza stone. If it's wet and you've washed it and you put it in the oven and heat it up, it'll crack the pizza stone. There's a lot of things that can crack that pizza stone. Things like putting a frozen pizza on top of a pizza stone, that temperature difference will crack the pizza stone. Taking it out of the oven when it's still hot and putting it on a cold counter, especially if you've got a granite counter, that temperature difference will crack the pizza stone. So you don't want to crack your pizza stone. We're using our marinara sauce, our regular sauce that we made in a previous episode on these pizzas. And like I said, we're using these 3. We're going to see how they melt and how they look. Let you be the judge of which one you like. We're not going to put any toppings on these. Normally we put lots of different toppings on our pizzas here. And yeah, recipe for the simple pizza dough is there. I know you all hate hearing that it takes a little bit of experience with the pizza dough to get it just right. You don't want it too sticky, but you don't want it too dry. And we're gonna wait for these to rise, and then I'll stretch them out and we'll try this out. All right, so we got our 3 doughs all rolled out. I'm gonna put some sauce on each one, a little bit of sauce on that one, a little bit of sauce on that one, and a little bit of sauce on that one. I have laid the cheeses out in the order that we're gonna do them, so you can see. Like I said, we got our traditional old school Daiya here, the new cutting board style Daiya, and cheese from Aldi, the vegan cheese from Aldi. I'm gonna spread my sauce out. And again, this comes down to, if you wanna put toppings on it, you put toppings on your pizza. Right now, we're just looking at how these cheeses are gonna melt and how they all look on a pizza, just so you can see. It gives you an idea. So we're not putting any toppings on today. You can go as far to the edge. I know some people like their sauce right, a little crusty at the edge. And we're spreading it out. I lost my camera girl. She don't want to be on camera. My camera girl that don't want to be on camera. Hi, Mila.
Hi.
Oh, don't be so sad. All right, so there's our sauce. Again, that's our marinara from the previous episode. just gonna put a little bit of the different cheeses on these. Here's the old school traditional Daiya. I'm gonna spread it around. And immediately you're gonna see a difference in the cheese when I put it on. The happy discovery of the Aldi dairy-free vegan cheese. I'm gonna pop these into the oven, and then when we're done, I'll take them out and we'll take a look at each one once they're cooked. Again, we're cooking these on pizza stones in the oven, so that gives you a nice crust. So we'll be right back when we take these out of the oven. Okay, so here's our 3 pizzas. The traditional Daiya, the cutting board style Daiya, and the Aldi vegan cheese. The cutting board style one looks a little weird. It got stuck going into the oven to the paddle that I used to put it in the oven. Lesson to all of you, make sure you flour well so it doesn't stick. You see the way the traditional Daiya melted, and yes, the Daiya cutting board style looks a little bit more melted like a traditional cow cheese pizza, as does to some degree the Aldi cheese pizza. I think the Aldi was cooked a little bit longer, so that's why it's a little bit darker on top. The Aldi does rise up when you cook it. It almost bubbles off the pizza. So that's our 3 pizzas. Each one is good, and a matter of, I can't tell you how they taste. You'll have to try them all for yourself. So give them a shot. So this has been another episode of Our Crappy Kitchen. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, eat some pizza. Have a good one.